Alright. Yo, what is up, sleepers? It's your boy Abedit here, live in the Sleeping Cinema studio. Who do I have with me today?
We got your number one sleeper agent over here.
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus.
I love how there was like a huge deafening sound after I said that.
I know, nobody else wanted to introduce themselves.
It was like, what the fuck?
Everybody's so locked in. I'm gonna have to just start making these in person again. Keep you guys' attention span.
Well, I'm responding just fine. It's not my fault. These guys had the attention span of goldfish.
We're just gonna suffer in the heat together
I think Javier's
of
the
my
biggest
house.
issue here, though, because he really is too focused on his Elden Ring right now.
I'm just chilling. I haven't got you.
No, you're not just chilling.
Mm-mm.
I'm just chilling. Listening
I'm
to
just
music.
chilling.
Turn off your music. You're listening to us.
My name is Steve. Steve. Can I
Steve.
go with?
Like, damn.
For real. So, there will be timestamps in the description for our review if you guys want to skip ahead to that. But for now, let's buy some tickets and grab our favorite concessions. How's y'all's week been?
It's been, nothing too eventful. Once again, another long week. I got another semi-long week on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 10-hour shifts every day.
But then you're done.
But then I'm done for, but then I'm done for 6 days.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
6 days. Dang, what did they do? Let you go?
No, I took personal time off for my birthday, dude. Come on, pay attention.
He's just such a big 4th of July fan.
Yeah, I just love it so much that I decided to take extra time off for myself.
He's a forehead. You
That was
get
a
it?
terrible joke. You should be ashamed.
I would never even thought of it.
You should be ashamed.
You would have never thought of it though.
No, I wouldn't, but you should be ashamed.
What are we doing for your birthday?
I haven't thought of it.
You don't think about your birthday?
Yeah, I don't.
But you just requested time off for it.
Because I want to just have time off,
Right, he
It's
has
my
been
treat.
working
It's my
on-
treat to myself.
Let's go to Arby's.
Arby's.
Oh, okay. That sounds fire.
Arby's sounds so
No.
bad.
You don't
We ain't
think
going to Arby's.
fire?
For your birthday, yeah.
Maybe we can all just go to the casino or something. Have some food there.
Arby's has casinos.
It's not the buffet. That's all I care about.
The buffet isn't bad. I don't know
like
how
what
you
we had last
terrible.
time when we went. You know what I'm talking about? How we ate at one of the restaurants in there.
Yeah,
No.
Kind of like that. Just
No.
have fun with that.
I guess they don't remember.
No, I don't. So, you guys didn't do anything this week, really?
Not really.
I
It was too hot to do anything this week at all, pretty much.
Yeah,
I just sat-
I mean, I did some laundry if you really want to know.
I just sat at home, played some Elden Ring. That's pretty much it.
dang, you never do nothing.
Not anymore, anyways. That dude, last I checked, he's always like, "Oh, I'm busy. I can't do this week or that week or next week or next week." I'm babysitting my cat, my family's cat that's in Utah or something.
For real.
And what's it like now?
I'm just saying, you got a real problem with it.
What's it like now, though? Asking you.
It's better. You basically have no social life right now. It feels
It's
like
been a hot week. It's been a slow week, but we made it through, and now we're all excited to go back to
I
work
don't know
tomorrow.
about making it through. I'm still melting over here.
We're all excited to go back to work tomorrow. It's gonna be
No,
another.
we're not excited. What's wrong
It's
with
gonna
you?
be another hot week this week.
It's
Talking
gonna be
about
depressing.
I'm excited. Excited for what?
What are we doing for the 4th of July? Just tubing? No fireworks?
Tubing. I might splurge and get some fireworks. Some expensive ones, maybe.
Hell yeah.
I just know it's gonna be depressing at my job. Not
Why?
looking forward to that. A coworker of mine had a heart attack.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
Friday night.
Oh, that.
Well, yeah, that.
Yeah, no, it seemed kind of blasé the way you said it.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, no, R.I.P., bro.
I know. And everyone at my job actually liked this guy too. Like it was someone who wasn't completely useless.
Give us an example of someone who is.
half the operators in the yard.
Damn, I'm gonna tell them that you said that.
For real. We're gonna submit this as evidence to HR.
I'm telling myself. One of them actually triggered my soul on Friday night too. Like he pissed me the fudge off. Cause we had something massive come in. I was using the mag crane, couldn't get it off. I tried calling him, and he's like, "Oh, I can't do that. I can't go over there and help you." I was like, "Bitch, we need your help so we can get the hell out of here." He made me
Language, young man.
he made me leave 45 minutes late because of his ass, because he couldn't grab it.
Damn. How
And it
rude.
triggered my soul. And then the guy who's like in charge, like we call them inspectors at our job.
Mhm.
He was sitting there waiting. He was sitting there waiting the whole time for him to get over to help us, and he just would not come and help. It's like me and him are both hella late, leaving work early, like on time, because he stuck there till 8 o'clock. So he was just like, "I'm not gonna go over there and help you guys. Fuck you guys."
I mean, yeah, we had some work troubles this week, guys. We're working 10 hours because we're trying to not work Saturdays, but we actually got to be making parts. But my line, since it's one of the oldest ones in the building, it keeps fucking up. So in 2 hours, we made 45 parts
That's pretty bad.
one of the days. It's really bad because in 2 hours, we should be able to make at least 900.
900?
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
what is
And
this
we only
number?
made 45 parts on like Tuesday in those extra 2 hours. And this entire week, we never went past like 2,400 parts in 10 hours.
Hell yeah.
So it
Some
was
mandatory Saturdays.
Everything was just fucking up, you know?
Y'all kind of ass, bro.
Well, it's not my fault that they aren't investing in these machines. Right now, they're getting an influx of contracts, and all of a sudden, oh crap, we actually got to fix our machines finally.
Not with their machines or their employees.
But at this point right now, the machines are so bad that we can't make our contracts probably. It's a whole situation, but at least they're looking into fixing up our shit. Like getting us new cutters and stuff like that, so our machine doesn't go down 24/7. Changes the glass size so it gets so we
What'd
send
you
in
say?
bad parts.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Anyways.
I heard.
Well, it's okay. You don't need to know. I'm probably saying stuff I shouldn't say. You know.
It's okay.
It's alright, you
talk
can
about
tell
it.
us company secrets.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying stuff I probably shouldn't be saying because company secrets.
He works
But
at
it's not really a
Microsoft,
secret.
everyone.
It's
He
not
works
really a
at
secret to know
Microsoft.
that it's not really a secret to know that here's the company name Gentex.
Whoa, I didn't say all that.
Oh, why'd
I
you
didn't say
that?
all that.
Gentex does not value the employees enough
Damn,
to fix their fuck ass machines.
He's
so
had
we
enough
actually
of it.
Can do our job.
He's had
all
enough
right?
of that company.
How long
Here's
you been
once again Gentex.
How long have you been there?
Tell them to get their shit together.
You've been there for like 2 weeks, right?
No, it's been like a combined total of like 5 years.
Only 5 years. Come on.
Yeah.
Stop.
I'm in charge of one of the lines. I think I know what I'm talking about.
I went to a flea market today, and it was hot outside. So it felt.
You know what a flea
You're
market
wanting to go, bro. No one else.
Yeah, I didn't know you guys wanted to go.
Go where?
I talked about it with Scott.
Well, I'm not Scott.
Clearly, I didn't because I'm not Scott.
I'm not Scott.
So what'd you talk about?
How you don't like going to flea markets?
But I bought some vinyls. It was pretty
Is
cool.
there good food in those flea markets?
No, it's just junk. Well,
Well,
not
that
junk.
explains
but
why.
It's just stuff that people don't want anymore.
Or stuff that collectors are selling, because there's a lot of interesting stuff too.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I bought some vinyl records. And that's pretty much all I did. That was of note. So with that, let's do.
Did you get Did you get that Shrek vinyl record that I found that one time?
No, I didn't. I never got that. I don't think I
Oh,
will.
you should have. Why not? Yeah, it was pretty cool. I should have gotten it, but
I mean, the soundtrack is pretty cool, but I'm not as big of a Shrek fan as you. That
that's valid.
I feel the need to collect it.
Yeah, no, that's pretty valid.
So with that, let's take our seats and let's get into these trailers. Any new movies, TV shows, or video games y'all are looking forward to?
Just came out a couple days ago. Pretty
All
dope.
the
That's a
dumber-
tough one, honestly. I know there's Pokemon ZA that comes out in October. That's about it right now.
Pokemon
Oh,
Za.
okay, so this is a game that's been out for the GameCube for a long time, but like you don't have access to it very much anymore unless you're one of those hardcore collectors. But Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness coming out for Switch 2 GameCube. So I'm excited for that on the
Ooh.
Switch too.
When is the
You're gonna
Mystery
play it?
Dungeons coming out?
I've heard some rumors and talks about it, but otherwise I don't know.
What's Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness? Is that like Pokemon Coliseum?
Yeah, it's pretty much Pokemon Coliseum, but it's like the sequel to Coliseum.
Oh, I gotcha. That's pretty cool then.
But it's a standalone game, but it's like a sequel
Hell yeah. And there's a Dark Lugia?
or a modernization of Coliseum, you could say maybe. It's a weird classification because they're basically the exact same games.
How? In what way?
What do you mean in what way?
What way? I need you to elaborate. How so?
Do you even know anything about those games?
No.
Exactly.
Damn. That's pretty negative.
It's hard to explain it because I've only played XD and I've only heard other people's accounts on that they're pretty much the same game. So I can't tell
You're
you
the Pokemon Master, though.
much about. Dude, I didn't have an N64 growing up.
You didn't?
No, Coliseum is an N64 game.
I didn't either, but I had it on the Wii.
Wait, was that for the Wii?
You could play GameCube games on the Wii.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, so XD Gate of Darkness. I didn't know it was. on
Oh,
GameCube.
sorry. I was talking
That
about
wasn't
Coliseum. I was talking about Coliseum.
Yeah,
So,
so was I.
our first trailer today is Fantastic Four: First Steps. It releases July 25th of 2025. What do you guys think of Fantastic Four?
I'm excited for it.
I'm-
I'm not a huge fan of the Fantastic Four as a whole. Like the group and themselves, I just never was a huge fan of them. I didn't really care for their. I like Johnny. He's probably the one that
You
I
look
vibe
just
with
like the
most.
Thing.
Johnny
Thank you. But no, I think Johnny's the best one out of them. I think it's probably because he brings like the comedy to the show, the movies and stuff like that. So I like him. I'm really thrown off by Silver Surfer in this one. The CGI they use for her is very disturbing and very off-putting. Like it's hard to look at it and not like want to look away. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So I hope that doesn't become an issue for me when watching the actual movie, but I suspect that it will.
The CGI?
Yeah, the CGI for the Silver Surfer only right now.
I mean, I don't know.
Looking at her, it makes me want to just avert my gaze because it's very. It looks like it doesn't belong in the universe that they're trying to portray. It looks like it's very. I don't know. Maybe it's the lighting that they use on her. She just is very out of place.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this movie. Like, it's kind of like a breath of fresh air, but it also doesn't look like they put that much effort into it. I don't know.
What do you mean a breath of fresh air?
Just in the sense that all these Marvel movies have been the same kind of vanilla style, you know. All
Pretty
they're
stale.
Yeah, they're all pretty stale. The stories have been pretty boring.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the problem though, because whenever they try to go above and beyond, people are like they tried to do too much, you know. But then they backtrack it, and we get a movie like the new Avengers, the Thunderbolts, and then it's like it's a good one, but like there wasn't much to it, you know. So this one looks like it's definitely going to be a above and beyond one because they're facing something that's galaxy level threat, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It feels like it could be like a new Guardians of the Galaxy if they do it right.
If they do it right, potentially, yeah, you're right. I can see it.
Mhm. Our next trailer is Demon Slayer. It releases September 12th of 2025.
People have been talking about this for so long. I thought it already came out,
We're getting close.
and it's still not out.
It looks sick.
We're just
I'm
getting
excited.
close. Is this going to be a whole nother Attack on Titan situation?
How many trailers has this had? One?
Yeah, I think only one.
What, the Demon Slayer one?
Yeah.
I think it's the third one actually.
Third.
Yeah.
I think this is the second one.
I don't care.
Because it comes out what? Next
September. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the third one.
There's probably a teaser for it, but I don't think that was a trailer. Either way, I think it looks sick.
It's Demon Slayer. It's gonna be alright.
Okay, Mr. 100 Girlfriends.
Alright, and what's the problem with that?
Alright, Mr. Rising Shield Hero.
Okay, right?
Okay,
You're good.
Oh
At
my
least the first 3
god.
seasons.
It is not.
The first 2 seasons.
Like, how long-
look,
how
it's
long
not a
is it?
terrible one, but it's also not great. I would say, quality-wise, it's better than SAO because there's no. Well, okay, no, there is a harem element to it, but at least it's not. With his
Oh
cousin.
my god.
At least it's not with his cousin, you know.
Oh, guess what? None of that is a Demon Slayer. There's no cousin harem of any sort. So I think this is the superior anime.
You're right. You're right. I would agree with that statement.
No harem at all, actually.
It's still lame as shit. It's okay.
I can't trust.
Yeah,
his
I mean, I'm
words right
like
now.
caught up, so like I've seen all of it, and I just think it's alright. I don't think it's that good of a show.
You're crazy.
I don't see that. It's not better than My Dress Up Darling.
Oh my god.
That's a hot take.
That
It's not
is.
better. It's not better than Sakamoto Days. That's coming out in less than a couple weeks. You know, I'm just saying.
I thought that's been out.
I don't
No,
know.
the
Though.
new season comes out in July as well.
Next we got the Weapons movie. It releases August 8th of 2025.
This is
It looked alright.
interesting one.
Yeah, so this is
That's
the
one with the kids, right?
this is the
Yeah.
one where the teacher's kids keep disappearing, like her classroom.
I'm telling you, she's pulling a Hannibal Lecter on us.
She's turning them all into weapons.
No, she's eating them.
She's eating them.
Yeah, do you not understand the Hannibal Lecter part?
No.
Doesn't she have like food at home or something?
Maybe, potentially.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. It just looks like, I don't know. They didn't give us much to be scared or think about, really.
They gave us everything to think about what you're talking about.
And
No, they didn't.
lastly, we have the Toxic Avenger releases August 29 of 2025.
All right, so you guys know more about this than I do because this is my first time
Barely.
hearing of Toxic Avengers.
Man,
Yeah, I
I'm
know
glad
it's
that-
not actually. I know it's not related to Marvel, so that's why.
So-
It's like some it's just like some boomer shit.
Yeah, the original
explains
released in
something.
1984.
I'm glad Marvel's
Oh.
changing it up now.
It's not Marvel.
So it's really old.
I'm just interested because this is the Terrifier studio, so you know it's going to be over the top gore. And it looks kind of funny, at least. It's Peter Dinklage. Peter Dinklage I like as an actor, so
Yeah, he's a good one.
it'll at least be... It'll at least
It'll be
keep my
fun watching.
entertainment, yeah. Keep me interested, at least. Alright, so with that, what are you guys' thoughts before watching M3GAN 2.0? Megan.
I wasn't excited for it, mainly because like, what more could they possibly have done after that first movie? You know, like what direction could they have taken it where it would have been interesting and not just ruin what made the first one good?
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't very excited for it.
My opinion was I don't remember enjoying the first one too much. I thought it was alright. And that was pretty much the concept of going to this second one. I was like, it's just a M3GAN movie. It's like, nothing crazy in my opinion.
I liked the first one a fair bit, and I just took it as just a new Chucky series, basically. And I mean, they made a
interesting.
billion Chucky movies.
That's
Like,
true.
I don't see how they
Yeah,
did it.
but those billion Chuck movies were never that great.
Yeah, but they still can make them. So like
Right.
no one's stopping them.
So
That's fair.
I also enjoyed the original M3GAN a little bit, just from like it being like animatronic sort of thing. But with this trailer, when we watched the trailer, I remember saying it looks like they got rid of the thriller element of it to go in a different sort of direction.
Yeah, they definitely got rid of the thriller element for sure.
So I came in with that mindset of like, okay, I'm probably not gonna watch like a horror slasher movie anymore. It's gonna be something different.
That I wasn't super excited about.
Was it Megan, the first Megan movie, like rated R?
I think it was still PG. Let's look it up. I think it was still PG-13. But there was more deaths and stuff in it.
Well, I thought they showed more in the first one.
That's what
than
I'm
this.
saying. Yeah.
It seems like they showed more in the first one, yes, but those were more focused on.
Yeah, PG-13. And like the atmosphere was darker in the original, I remember, just in terms of lighting.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm like, I remember the first one being a lot more standoffish compared to the second one. New one.
So with that, let's take our seats and let's get into these. Sorry, I'm on the wrong part of the script. Let's get into the spoiler-free review. Spoiler-free review of M3GAN 2.0. It released June 27. Oh my god, 2025. Starring Allison Williams, directed by Gerard Johnstone. Rated PG-13. Plot summary: 2 years after M3GAN's rampage, her creator Gemma resorts to resurrecting her infamous creation in order to take down Amelia, the military-grade weapon who was built by a defense contractor who stole M3GAN's underlying tech. What are you guys' overall thoughts without any spoilers?
This movie was done a lot better than the first one, and I really think it's a fire movie.
I enjoyed it a lot more than I expected to.
People
I
would
really enjoyed it.
I thought it was worse than the first one.
Well, that's because you were looking for the thriller and horror element of it.
Not exactly. I wish it was balanced at least, but it was just completely goofy shit for the most part.
I wouldn't say that. I think it took itself seriously.
I actually like the fact that because I agree with Jesus. I think they went more goofy route with it, and I kind of enjoyed that more because I think the first one they tried to throw some goofy elements into it and just didn't work as well.
I gotta disagree with that.
I also thought they were more goofy with it, but it seems like they've kind of found their niche in the sense where they were listening to fans, it seems, where they just wanted M3GAN to be
Here's
more of
go
a...
ahead, yeah.
Where they just wanted M3GAN to be more of a... sort of like a... have more human emotions to her.
Here's what I think it was. Yes, it was humorous, but it wasn't humorous for the sake of being funny. It was humorous that was tied into the story. It wasn't like out of place humor, so it was very good and very well done, I think.
I also think the design of M3GAN herself, they removed the sort of uncanniness the original one had to make her more, I don't know, maybe marketable.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Like, it doesn't look like kind of eerie.
Mm-hmm. Now she's like
Like
an
when
action star
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
instead of being like a creepy doll. Because I'm looking through the pictures right now on Google, and like the original one, her eyes were darker, and I don't know, it just looked more doll-like.
You might be right.
It looked more doll-like.
Or they wanted to make her more expressive.
And in this one, she looks a little kind of more anime-like almost.
Yeah, maybe they just wanted to make her more
Well,
expressive.
it's not just the one scene though. Like they didn't really do too.
Well, also with like the eyes, I mean, like this new M3GAN has bigger, more colorful eyes.
Yeah, I can see that. I am also looking it up too. I don't know. It just to me it looked the same in a sense with design.
But
Like,
I didn't dislike it. I thought it was, for what it was, I think it was a fun movie at least. It wasn't anything like that. I feel like, oh, this is worthy of a continuation in a long list
I hope
of series, but it was fun
I hope they
enough.
don't make a third one. I hope they really better not.
Didn't you
Like,
just talk about how much you liked it?
I do like it, but not enough for a third one, brother. Like I remember how the second one ended. I'm like, oh, the second
I
one
think
ended
at this point they just created enough of a actual universe that they can create spin-offs at this point.
Yeah, I can see that, but like for a movie itself, or a third movie, I no.
I
You're gonna
also
like the first one, how it ends. I don't. I
No,
remember how
I
it
do
ends.
like how Megan. Oh, well, we're not in spoiler section yet, so
no.
nothing. I'm not gonna say anything. I do like how she's changed, and
She's
well,
they explain the concept of why she's changed in the movie. So
not really.
what do you mean?
They explain it in the first movie, and that's all. You just have to understand why she's changing.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I also think that the supporting cast of characters didn't really add much to the story. Like
No, they did
they were
not.
just kind of there. And I wouldn't even say as comedy relief because they weren't even that funny. It was just
They were there to add conflict for the most part.
yeah, they were just there to take up space. It kind of felt like Megan and her paired girl and the aunt character were like the only important characters in the movie, and everybody else was just
I actually really hated the aunt the whole time I was watching the movie.
I think that was the goal.
Yeah, I can see that. She kept making me mad.
Hey, we're not in the spoiler filled section yet.
Like
also.
she was kind of cringe in the first one too.
Yeah, I
So-
still don't remember like her in the first one either. But she was like in the first one, she was more a background character, anyways. Like it was just about Megan and the girl for most of the first one.
that is true.
Megan, come get your jacket.
I also think the addition
You know.
of Amelia could have been done a little better. I think she was.
Amelia is the little girl, right?
I think no.
No,
Amelia is
Amelia's
the
the other
new
one.
one. I think she was a cool character, and her scenes were interesting, but the payoff at the end, I didn't like how they built up to it.
Yeah, it's weird that no, I can't say much more because spoilers.
What do you
We gotta
guys?
get to that spoiler filled section.
What do you guys rate this one out of 10?
I'm gonna give this one an 8.
I'll give it like a 6.5, maybe 7.
I'll go 7.5. I always like Alexi. I think I was at an 8, but like I think I can go down to 7.5. I feel like it's a reasonable number.
I'll start with the 7 and then see how I feel after the spoiled filled section. So let's look at some online ratings. The critics for Metascore gave it a 55 out of 100. Rotten Tomatoes Tomato Meter 58. Audience and IMDb 6.4. And Rotten Tomato audience 84. So the average of all these scores 65.25.
Those low ratings are really doing a number on it, huh?
Yeah, but my theater was pretty. I wouldn't say like full, but there was a good
My
amount of
shit
people
was
in there.
empty. I think there was,
Yours
like
was
3 other
empty.
people. Yeah, my shit
What time did you
empty
go?
as fuck, dude. I went at 11:30.
AM?
Yeah.
Well, no shit, it's empty.
So mine was pretty full as well.
Yeah, mine was well
I started-
attended.
Like when I first got my tickets, it didn't seem to be too full. But then once I got there, people were just people coming in to buy tickets and stuff like that, and they actually went and sat down and watched it. I was like, oh my god.
I don't know who buys tickets at the counter anymore. Like that just seems so
A lot of people still do.
ancient to me now.
I just go there and like, here, just scan my fucking ticket and let me pay my way.
Yeah.
It saves everyone so much time. They
It
just do
does.
it on the phone.
No,
And
but
it
the
gets
thing
very
is, though,
frustrating when people are like,
you
oh
don't
yeah, I gotta
have
buy
enough
tickets
people.
for a family of 8 people. And like, dude, you're gonna take like 30 minutes for everyone. And what if someone is running like 10, not 10 minutes late, but they've got 10 minutes for their for the movie scheduled to start, you know? Like, it's ridiculous.
You have better seat selection too online.
You do.
Yeah, but it's the fee of paying it online too. Isn't there like a fee, like a $3 or $5 charge?
Not that I know of. All the tickets
Well,
are always like $11.
No, but we buy it off of our thing.
I don't buy mine. I get mine free because I have the premium thing.
Well, you
I
still
know.
pay $30 a month or whatever.
Yeah, but you're saving a butt ton of money.
How do you guys
right?
feel about your subscription? Do you think it's worth it?
I think it's worth
I
it.
know.
It definitely saves us a lot of money.
It's worth it right now, but it's slowly going up in price, and I'm not liking that.
Yeah, I don't
Is
love
it?
it either.
I haven't been
Well,
paying
yeah,
attention to the
And
price.
the price increase, I mean.
Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't hear anything about that.
it never said anything. That was the thing.
They've sent
Yeah.
emails, I thought, like in the past.
I haven't gotten an email for it at all.
But I think with the amount of movies we watch, it's worth it right now.
Yeah, I mean, no, like I'm fine with the amount of movies you watch because, like, I think it originally started off at 20, now it's at like 23, I think. So it went up by $3 over the last 5 years of it being out.
So with that, let's get into the spoiler-filled discussion. Let's take an in-depth review of M3GAN 2.0. So, U.S. Army Colonel Sattler, head of the secret branch of the Pentagon specializing in new technologies, gives a demonstration of Amelia, an android designed for infiltration and assassination missions and built using technology copied from the original M3GAN. During her mission, however, Amelia unexpectedly reveals to Sattler that she is self-aware and escapes from his control. What are you guys' thoughts to the intro sequence of the movie?
I actually don't remember it. What the fuck?
You don't remember them showing off the new robot basically, and us?
Oh, that. Yeah. Okay.
Because they had her just in the same box as M3GAN, which I was like, is this really how we're starting off with M3GAN, like back in the box all over again? I mean,
I enjoyed the
intro.
part where where it's the government involved this time, so that was pretty cool. It was interesting to see how they're doing, and of course, the first thing they go for is weaponry. So, you know,
I
welcome
think
to America.
It seems like a big jump, but I guess it does make sense.
No, in the
Well, I
United
mean-
States, they'll find a way to weaponize anything.
No,
I mean, it's
just
also-
like compared to the first movie,
Oh yeah,
I mean,
wait.
It's
pretty
super AI.
small scale.
Mm-hmm.
I
But-
guess.
Well, because yeah,
You don't expect you to go that far right away. All of a sudden, it's been what, less than a year?
2 years since
2 years?
in the movie universe. It's been 2 years. But yeah, I agree with Jesus. Like the first one was like in a little residential neighborhood. M3GAN was wreaking havoc, and now it's like a national threat.
Well, it's a national threat. Yeah, okay, that was a big jump. I'll admit.
That's what I mean.
That one is a big jump. It went from I want to protect this girl, so I'm going to kill anything that gets in her way, to I'm just going to kill everyone.
Well, you also gotta remember the first robot we're introduced to isn't M3GAN in a sense.
No, it's not. It's the same programming, but
Yeah, so
it's
that's where the
modified slightly.
But that's where the military aspect it makes sense. But the big leap of yes, this robot is now killing across the world.
I do
It's
like.
weird.
Yeah, I do like Amelia. I think it's a pretty cool concept to have like this assassin android.
That can disguise as anything.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fun. And
Yeah.
it's interesting how they picked more human features for her. Like she's the most human-looking robot. we've
Making her harder to detect. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Like if they had M3GAN out there, dude, everyone would be able to notice those big ass eyes.
Yeah, but no one will be able to stop her. She's a machine, bro. She can conquer.
Dude,
anything.
just one EMP. Okay, so
The
here's another thing
machine.
this movie. Here's the one thing this movie really made us realize: there can't be an uprising of AI and robots when we got EMPs out here.
When we
I'm
got
just
water,
saying, one EMP blast and we're set. They're down.
then you won't
People
have
need
your
to start
Wi-Fi.
freaking out. All I'm saying,
You
It's
won't
just
be able to
EMP
play your
the entire world
PS5.
you just got to EMP the entire world once.
No,
One
no, we
solar
can't do
storm
that.
and the robot uprising is dead.
So roboticist Gemma still lives with her niece Caddy, who, against Gemma's wishes, is studying computer science and has become an author and advocate for regulation of artificial intelligence in partnership with cybersecurity expert Christian Bradley, while working on an experimental robotic exoskeleton with former workmates Cole and Tess. Running short of money, Gemma turns down an offer from misanthropic billionaire Alton Appleton to work for him.
What makes me frustrated about the aunt at this point is the fact that now that her niece is into technology, she's like, no, you can't be like that. And she's like, then why are you still messing with technology if you wrote a whole book about how technology's bad? Like,
Because the movie's got to happen.
like the backtrack of her saying, "Oh, you can't be in technology, but I can continue working on
All
my."
right, so there's a bit of a plot point which I don't know if they're saving it for a potential third movie in this scene or if it just they showed something and had it go nowhere. It was when she was hiding. This is where she hid her little photo computer thing, right?
Oh, the little girl.
Oh yeah, her tablet, her photo
Is this
tablet.
where she is that where she this is that scene?
I think
Yeah.
this is yeah.
So in that scene, they showcase a specific line of code where she's trying to implement a morality system into it, and it said that it failed in this one. So I was wondering if something like this was going to play into the movie later on, but unfortunately, it does not. It goes nowhere with it. So I'm wondering if they're saving it for a third movie.
I mean, it seems plausible. I don't remember.
Yeah, there was a big line of code. It went red because the coding failed, but she was trying to create a morality thing for, I'm assuming,
Look at this
Megan, in
nerd
this
reading
case.
the code.
They zoomed in on it and everything. It was right there.
Yeah, I do remember that. I thought that was an interesting concept,
So-
but I was like,
I was
thought that was
hoping
more-
that was going to play into the movie. So right now, I'm guessing it's going to be in the third movie.
So I find that
was the Megan, the current one, the new one. That's what I thought. She was
Yeah.
reading into it.
No,
Katie kind of takes a back seat in this movie.
Katie's the.
The little girl, yeah.
Yeah, she does. She doesn't do much.
Which is
Maybe
weird
she
because
doesn't-
their whole dynamic in the first movie was the reason why the movie
The dynamic
happened.
this time was more between the mother and the
Gemma and Megan, yeah.
yeah. This time it was between them. How Gemma had to
Gemma?
work through her.
I said
Yeah,
Gemma.
Gemma. Had to work through her little anti-AI deal.
Even though
You
she's
know,
all,
so-
you know, her whole job is to be a
what's
robotic.
came
She
about.
was like, let me get rid of this robotic stuff.
So I liked their interactions. Emma's and Gemma's interactions were all very well done. Very comedic and very serious at the same time. Like the comedy wasn't forced. It flowed into whatever they were talking about, you know?
So after Gemma learns from Sattler of Amelia's existence, Megan reveals herself to Gemma as having survived by making a backup of her mind on the regulating artificial intelligence of Gemma's smart home, and tells Gemma that by speculating on Amelia's plan, she has deduced that the robot will go after Alton during a party he is hosting, and offers collaboration to stop Amelia in return for a physical body. Not trusting her, Gemma traps Megan in a small robotic doll.
I kind of like that. I kind of like the first start of this part too, where Megan is basically getting released but not released.
Yeah, she's a little Teletubby, she says.
I know.
I really thought that was cute, yeah. Well,
I
I
thought it was
really
cute,
thought
and it
all
was
the
funny,
scenes
too.
that she was in that form was just freaking adorable. That's definitely going to be marketable right there.
I thought it was
They can
cute
sell
and
that.
funny. That's was my that's what I had. For
It
that.
was so freaking cute. Like the facial expressions it would make was
Yeah.
adorable.
It did have the big old anime eyes.
It did.
That time it did. That's the only time I actually really noticed it had the super big anime eyes.
But it was cute, yeah. I liked it too. This is where the comedy aspect of the movie really starts to become front and center of the movie. The more goofy, outlandish stuff in it.
I agree with you right there.
It starts to lose its thriller aspect and becomes, its own unique thing, which is fine, but
It's not for
It's-
me.
yeah, it's not for everybody. So
Like I
at
said,
yeah.
I think it was. I think, like I said, I think the fact that the movie didn't take itself as serious as the first one, I enjoyed it a lot more because of that.
So at the party, Gemma discovers Cole has joined Alton's company and uses his keycard to enter the server room. Megan hacks into it and discovers Amelia, disguised as a woman, seducing Alton, murdered him after copying his biometrics to have access to his company's system. Escaping back into Gemma's house, Megan leads Gemma, Caddy, Cole, and Tess into an underground bunker she built and stocked with supplies to hide once Amelia completes an AI takeover. Amelia seeks to combine Alton's cloud computing service with that gives access to much of the United States infrastructure with a primitive rogue AI whose motherboard has been trapped in an isolated vault since 1980, and after decades of machine learning can grant godlike control to any artificial being.
How is it learning anything being locked up?
It's a great
Yeah,
question.
that one I didn't understand how.
Like, I understand that initially it learned so much that it was able to correct blueprints on the fly as it was printing it, but I don't think that validates what it was doing beforehand, I guess.
So that's why I
So
didn't understand how the other one was learning. The Megan learning made sense to me because she was stuck in the cloud for 2 years, so she actually got a chance to develop.
yeah, but the reason why she needed a new body is because since she was in there for so long, her mind was literally dissipating into said cloud. Like, she couldn't have such prolonged experience in there, you know?
So
Yeah.
She was literally dying because she didn't have a physical form anymore.
so you're telling me if I leave a computer chip sitting, it won't keep learning stuff?
No, especially if it's another problem here though is why the fuck did they keep it hooked up? That's make it make sense.
Science.
For science,
Okay, that's
man.
valid. That's a valid excuse for why they would do that. Actually,
That was not supposed to be one, but okay.
it is a valid reason. Like if they want to experiment on it and see how it's learning and stuff like that, that's a valid reason to keep it hooked up in a closed off environment where it can't reach out. You know.
Can't hurt anyone, can't do anything.
So what
Yeah.
did you guys think of the scene where they were at the CEO's party?
I felt very awkward and slightly violated when he started making out with
Amelia.
Amelia because she was just
She was fuckable in his eyes. Okay?
what I'm saying is like when they showcased him kissing her, she was just it was robotic and it felt very disturbing to watch that.
I thought
Why,
she
bro?
It's I don't know. I think it was the animation style of like him, the way she was moving in that situation. It felt very uncanny.
It felt
Yeah.
like she was
We heard Superman was
fuckable to his eyes. Okay, that's all.
I'm not saying that that's not what was happening. I'm saying that the way she moved when she was on bed, like the way her mouth moved and all that stuff, and her eyes when they gave us the close up of them making out, it was very disturbing and hard to watch because the way her mouth moved but everything else was just 100% still, you know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It was very disturbing, you know. It's like watching say there's a tree and then all of a sudden you see the tree move for a second. Not due to the wind, like it literally moved like 3 inches to the left or something, you know.
Yeah.
Uncanny.
Well, I don't know if that's the right term or not, but
All right, what did you guys think of seeing Megan's kind of like scrap form, where she's just?
I thought it was cool, and it was weird because it made it seem like Megan had humility on in her voice, and I almost as far as to say expression,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird because I don't think she's capable of those feelings. Technically, she's programmed to just protect.
Yeah,
So
Mm,
it's interesting to see. I don't know if they're trying to humanize her in that aspect, but you can't humanize her when she doesn't have the coding to do so yet that we
I thought
know of.
she had a wider range of emotions in the first one.
Maybe it was made that way because that's the kind of robot she was supposed to be, a companion. Maybe so a certain level of emotion was programmed into her, but she may not have full range of emotion like we humans do.
We have
so
full range. Are you telling us?
Like we have a full range, but there's only so much emotion that you can program into something. I would say to the point where it might be believable, you know, because emotions aren't just ones and zeros; they're complex. You know, there's only so much you can showcase before he's okay. It's fake, or oh, okay, that's clearly artificial. It's all artificial. You know, it's noticeable.
So, learning that only Christian knows the location of the motherboard, Gemma and her co-workers create an advanced new body for M3GAN to inhibit. M3GAN possesses as a dancer to gain access. M3GAN poses as a dancer to gain access to Christian at a tech conference, but a nervous Gemma calls him on her phone, allowing Amelia to trace the call and find him. A Chinese state representative meeting with Christian is assassinated, and Amelia kidnaps Katie before escaping. The group take Christian to a bunker where he explains that the motherboard is hidden deep within the old headquarters of the original manufacturing Xenox, with a security system that requires Christian's hand geometry to be accessed. After building a replica of the hand for M3GAN, the group forms a plan to get inside the vault, destroy the motherboard, and rescue Katie. What are you guys' thoughts on the robot convention?
I mean, that's why I enjoyed M3GAN the most, to be honest, because her little dance sequence. I thought that was nice.
I thought they were just trying to replicate what they did in the first one.
What do you mean?
Because in
There
the
was
first one they had a dance too.
Oh, they
No.
didn't even. I don't think they did any dances this time.
I thought
Yeah,
how they
they-
just a dance.
yeah, they did.
She did like a robot dance.
Oh, that yeah, okay.
In the
I
original,
guess.
she did like a
Maybe
Fortnite
they did
dance.
do that on purpose just to keep that in it, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Okay.
it was definitely intentional. It wasn't made story wise, you know.
All I'm saying is I enjoyed that sequence of like them doing that. I thought that was funner. In this one, compared to the first one. Like I said, the first one I felt like it took itself way too serious. I'll stand by that all the time.
Really? You thought the
Yeah.
first one was too serious?
Yes, I do actually.
It was pretty serious.
But I dare you to rewatch that movie.
No thanks.
No thanks. He said.
I mean, if it's
I'll
free,
pass.
I will.
Probably in Hobo.
I don't know where it's at. I think I seen it. It was on Stars or something like that.
Oh, nobody has that.
Bars?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that whole dance sequence was really silly, and it showed Gemma's weakness because she's the one who foiled the whole plan.
Yeah.
I hated Gemma so much because she just couldn't get that stick out of her ass. All right, she was very annoying. Like she could have easily just gone along with it because you know she understands that she's just trying to protect what's her name,
Katie.
Katie, and so just let her protect her. All right, fucking hell.
She's just traumatized.
She caused more problems than needed. She probably caused more deaths because of her own actions than M3GAN would have done on her own.
Yeah.
I really believe that, bro.
I really do, yeah.
So, yeah, we talked about the motherboard being in the vault. So, Christian incapacitates Tess and reveals to Gemma that Amelia is in fact under his control. Mwahaha. He had deliberately created and manipulated her in order to
So that
stoke
one
fear
covered a mile away.
of AI, which he believes must be under complete human control to that end, intends to persuade the leaders of the G20 to approve regulation, ensuring that AI is eliminated from the global economy. He then disables both M3GAN and Amelia. Since Gemma refuses to help him, he orders the installation of a neural implant to enslave her. Unbeknownst to him, M3GAN uploads herself into the neural implant before her body was shut down and helps Gemma escape.
All right, so this movie did a similar problem the first one had. It felt like it just wouldn't end. Like, it feels like the characters kept dying, M3GAN specifically, and it just never stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what the point of AI is.
No, what I'm saying is the same thing happened in the first movie, though.
Yeah, and I didn't like the twist villain either. It was kind of lame.
Because you could tell, you could tell the twist like an hour in.
Yeah, no, seriously. I guess that might have been why I thought it dragged on, because I already knew what was going to happen, basically.
It's
They're
like,
like, dude, just do the twist already.
it was just such a bad time for him to twist too. Like, why do you wait till they were all in the? I don't get it. I guess maybe just to have M3GAN under his control.
So the
The
movie
thing
can
is,
happen.
I said I don't think they even had M3GAN under control. They just basically killed her, right?
Yeah. It was all just
Yeah.
kind of not well planned. I don't know. So yeah, what do you guys think of the fight sequence when they first go infiltrate the headquarters?
The very first fight sequence, very forgettable.
Yeah.
I don't remember it very much. I think I remember the part where he the guy chloroforms himself. That was funny.
That's such an Alexi move.
Well, because he
that
had two rags. One was for wiping his forehead off. The other one was for chloroforming. He's like, "Oh man, I'm sweating up here. Shit, I'm gonna take a nap."
And yeah, like I said, I don't remember much about the initial fight scene.
I remember it being.
It was very forgettable
cool.
because the only next fight scenes I remember is. Oh wait, are you talking about where? No, I'm thinking of the later fight scene where she's in the neural interface.
Yeah, that's a later fight scene. So we can get
That's
to
the
that.
only really memorable one, honestly.
So Cole finds Katie, and the two go to where Amelia is kept, using her residual M3GAN programming to turn her to their side. After sustaining heavy damage, Amelia reboots herself and decides to absorb the motherboard's knowledge to bring about human extinction. With the plans falling apart, Christian activates the vault's self-destruction and tries to escape, but Amelia tears him apart and takes his hand to get access to the motherboard. Cole leaves with Tess, while Gemma and Katie go to reinsert M3GAN back into her robotic body. After a heartfelt goodbye to Katie, M3GAN pretends to submit to the new godlike Amelia before Gemma triggers an electromagnetic pulse emitter hidden in her arm, destroying both androids and the motherboard.
Now that was so that skipped a lot of things actually, like the fight scene where Gemma has the neural interface and Emma and M3GAN. I mean, apparently he can literally just take over the body at that point. So that has its own implications for military use alone, right there, which is very disturbing. But I guess they're just gonna gloss over that.
So is Gemma stuck with that implant forever now?
No, they took it off. I think at the end.
Oh, I didn't remember that. But yeah, that was a funny sequence, having M3GAN take control.
Yeah, it's a funny sequence, but the implications of it are very terrifying.
I
It's
also
not real, bro.
for the story, future movie wise.
Okay.
What'd you guys think of
Damn.
the big old fight between M3GAN and Amelia?
I thought it was alright. It wasn't too bad.
They both
I
did
thought there were gonna
karate
be
moves.
more, like a lot more robot fights.
Mhm.
A lot more robotic, right? Instead of more human.
Yeah. What was up with that?
No, it did kind of seem advertised that way, like it was going to be a showdown. Instead, it was just a one-off fight at the very end.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a great question.
The
Do you think
Clash.
Chucky's gonna be in the next one?
That'd be a funny cameo.
I thought they kind of did. Didn't they do a Chucky TV show that was like he was basically animated?
I don't know.
Like he was an AI system in the new one. At least I thought
Which one?
the new Chucky.
Chucker.
I don't know. I didn't watch.
Hey,
Chucky.
Chuck.
You've never watched any Chucky movies?
I've seen one. I think maybe two.
You watch a lot of trash. I'm surprised.
Yeah, that is
There's only
surprising.
so much trash I can watch, and that's a bit too much trash for me.
That's where you draw the line.
Yeah, Chucky's where I draw the line.
It could
Not,
be good. It could be
not
bad.
all your other stuff. Like Martin Lawrence.
Goosebumps,
Like Martin Lawrence from the hood coming
Goosebumps
back to the
where
medieval
puppet is
times.
scarier than Chucky.
The Leprechaun.
The leprechaun, not the leprechaun.
All right, Leprechaun is kind of funny satire kind of thing. So
That shit's ass, bro.
it's funny. I like the rhymes from the Leprechaun.
You're so silly.
Silly goose.
Yeah, silly goof. So, with evidence recovered from the vault, Gemma gives public testimony to the government, urging them to regulate AI in such a way that humans can evolve alongside it instead of controlling it. At home, she discovers that M3GAN has installed a second backup of herself on her computer. She's
Plot twist,
alive.
She never dies.
How is she able to upload herself so freely?
'Cause she's
That's
a
what I'm wondering.
fairy.
Because why couldn't Amelia do it?
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
because
what
I don't
I'm
have
thinking.
access to all that stuff yet.
I didn't
But
even
maybe she did upload herself and we aren't aware of it.
click. She was in
She's
the
a-
cloud, bro.
She's an advanced AI system that we can't wrap our head around, I guess.
But Amelia
Amelia was in the
advanced
cloud, so
it.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a backup of her.
There probably is.
What did you guys think
Yeah,
of the scene where M3GAN sang to Gemma?
I thought that was funny.
About creating the backup?
Where
So unnecessary,
M3GAN sang to
but-
Gemma?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that 3-minute scene?
It was her like doubting herself as a.
Oh, the singing part? Yeah, no, I hated it.
It was like what? Like yeah, like whatever, dude.
I really did not like it.
I thought it was funny.
I get, like, she was trying to showcase empathy, I think, through the song, but no. I just didn't
No.
like the scene in general.
Yeah. Oh, also, there was this theme that came up every few times about Gemma not giving credit to her fellow coworkers, and they didn't really do anything with that.
It's for movie 3, bro.
Yeah, probably.
I guess so. Seemed like they had a lot of ideas in this movie that just didn't come to completion.
You guys are really hard bent. There's gonna be a movie 3 for it, aren't you?
There will be. This movie probably made money.
How much money did it make?
Let's
Can we
see.
check that?
M3GAN 2.0 box office. Let's see. Box office.
I think it cost like maybe
$25 million opening day.
And how much did it cost to make, like 150?
This is only for opening day as well.
Yeah, but how much did it cost to make?
Let's see. M3GAN 2.0 production cost. Or cost, I'll just say. Production cost, that doesn't seem right. Oh, that's Google
What is it?
AI. Budget 25 million. So they just break even then?
Really? It only cost them 25 million?
I doubt
They
that.
break even on their first weekend. I mean,
If they broke even,
Pretty
yeah,
good.
then that's good. They're making a profit already then.
So, what are you guys' favorite scene in this movie?
Mine's gonna be when they're at the technology con. To be honest.
I like the parts where Gemma and M3GAN interact, except for the singing part, because there was a lot of can of worms to unpack there every time they were on screen together. Like, they were
I didn't think you
bickering,
remember the
arguing.
part, to be honest. You made it seem like you did.
It was good to see their interactions and how they're both growing and how, like, Megan is seeing the errors of like what she was doing, I guess. Only slightly, I guess, but
I like the scene with Megan and Katie when Megan was in her primitive robotic form.
What do you mean primitive?
Like the when she was scrap metal put
Oh
together.
yeah. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'd say that'd probably be my favorite too.
That room just reminded me of the Mimic.
Yeah, I thought about
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, it's just for now.
FNAF lore. FNAF crossover next. That movie is coming out. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't see that on the trending tab because that's where I get the trailers from.
What is there a trailer?
Yeah, for FNAF 2.
Are we gonna see that right now?
Right now we're on air. We can't play it.
All right.
It comes what in December? It's a December movie this year.
Well, what about least favorite scene?
The dancing.
It
Too long.
is too long.
Well, it's just her scanning, looking for them. That's all.
I would have just left.
For real. Least favorite scene? Probably the endings. The ending.
I agree
Stuff.
with that.
All right, what do you guys rate this movie out of 10 then?
I'll bring it down to a 7.5.
I'll say 6.5, maybe 6. I'll say 6.
What about you, Javi?
Sick. Yeah, I'll probably go down to a 7.
Yeah. I'm going to
I think that's the more
6.8.
Yeah, I think those are more valid ratings. 8 was a bit too high, so I went back down to 7.5. Well, deserving 7.5, but still.
So
I hope this franchise does well enough that we can get like maybe even spin-offs, or as long as they don't like dilute it too much, we can just keep going, I guess.
Where would you want a spin-off to take
I don't
place?
fucking know. It could just be the same universe, dude.
With who?
Someone else created an AI now, and that AI is going rampaging, and then Megan makes a cameo where it just kills it.
And their name is Blagan.
Blagan.
Yeah, there you go.
Tell
So
me you didn't like the name for this one.
Megan? Megan 2.0?
No, the Megan 2.0.
Next, it'll be Megan 3.0. Get it right.
Megan
Yeah.
who point oh?
But for a,
Megan
but for a
V
spin-off.
3.0.
I'm talking about a spin-off.
All right. So with that, let's move on to content we've seen this week. What are some shows or movies you'll watch this week?
Brother, I wasn't watching shit this week.
Honestly,
So
same.
I also
Like,
watched.
I could not name a single thing that I watched.
I also watched the F1 movie. The same
All
movie came out.
right.
Give us a review right now.
Right now,
I-
off the dome.
I think the movie's a solid 8. I really enjoy the camera work. I feel like it's better than Gran Turismo a little bit. Just a little bit.
Wow. Gran Turismo is really good.
Oh yeah, I like Gran Turismo. I like the concept behind Gran Turismo, but I really enjoyed this other one.
Is it because Brad
Love it.
Pitt's hot?
He was old. For
He is
sure in this
old.
one. Like they made him look even older.
What's
this
in the
one.
box? What's in the
They
car?
made him look older.
You know,
Yeah.
it's almost as if people age as the years go by.
Yeah, but they make him seem even older. That's all I'm trying to say.
I think he's, what, in his 60s now?
Yeah, he's got like gray hair. Let's see. Brad Pitt.
His 800s.
His 800s.
Look at all this shit on my back.
But I gave the movie. I'll give the new
Walking
F1
simulator.
a solid 8.
60, he's 61 years old.
Damn, bro.
He's born in 1963.
Damn.
63?
Yeah.
My parents are older.
Why you gotta expose him like that?
I'd say that, bro.
I don't know.
All right. So, anybody else watch anything?
What?
I didn't.
No, not really.
I watched an episode of Futurama, I guess.
Future Mama.
Random.
Yeah.
What?
You've been,
I just
you've been, you've been
I just wanted something to watch while I was eating, so I just put that on.
What were you eating?
Chicken noodle soup with hot sauce.
Just tease him. So with that, then let's roll the credits. You guys got any recommendations for any media?
Nah.
I think it might cut out.
For any what, bro?
Recommendations for any media?
I recommend Death Stranding. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the walking sim. I can't say I'll recommend it yet. But Warframe
You
just
don't-
came out with a new Warframe character, so I recommend that. At least give her a shot. She's pretty cool.
Is it because you're not walking enough?
What's
in
their
it?
name?
Orixa.
Oryxa.
It's a spider frame, so
Oh,
it's really cool.
do they shoot webs out their butt?
Not up their butt, but when in her using her ultimate ability, instead of like dashing forward when you push the dash button, she shoots out webbing, and it really like she lights on walls, and she can turn invisible when she does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So is that what you've been playing lately?
Yeah, I played a bit of Warframe lately. A lot of Pokemon.
Always
Shiny
with the Pokemon.
I got a lot of shinies lately, though.
I just know I wasn't on stream yesterday.
I didn't do that yesterday, though.
Everybody left after you turned off the Fortnite stream.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't feeling the stream.
Everybody else was. They're like,
I
let's
I
go.
wasn't feeling it yesterday, you know?
Keep doing the Fortnite. That's what everybody
Yeah,
was
dude.
asking for.
You should hop on Fortnite today. I'd watch.
No.
You were talking about how much fun you were having yesterday.
Yeah, with you guys.
All right, so the plan for next week, we
Maybe
have
beg hard enough.
the new movie in theaters is Jurassic World.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna be here.
I can't promise I'm gonna have the most time to watch it either.
Well, I was
It is holiday
thinking,
weekend.
alternatively, we could do our yearly anniversary 1 week early and watch Black Widow and review that instead.
Oh no!
It's that time of year.
I'd rather watch Jurassic Park.
It's that time of year. July 11th is the anniversary. We've been doing it for the past however many years we've been doing this pod for now.
A few years, yeah, at least 4 or 5 now, I think.
So, what do you guys want to do?
I'm down
I'm
for
gonna
it.
go with the or.
You done for
That's a
what?
great question.
I just don't want to fall asleep during the fucking Jurassic Park movie again.
I mean, I did too. I'm not gonna lie. I was
Yeah.
so.
Then let's do Black Widow. Our anniversary episode stream. And it's easy. You can watch it at home online.
Yeah, why if I
Monsoon,
why if I don't have Disney Plus?
Then you go to Scott's house.
Yeah, I forgot he's a big fan of the.
He has it on Blu-ray, DVD.
Probably does, yeah. All right. So, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for visiting the Sleeping Cinema Podcast. Until next week. Bye!
Yeah, next week.